I can be ready. And I guess the picture. Um,
Live, ladies.
We live.
Hey y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We are the Village That Speaks. I am one of the hosts. I am Ashley Arrington here with I am the CEO of Agape Global nonprofit organization, and we have these lovely ladies here, and they're gonna come up and tell you who they are, and we're gonna get into this thing.
All right. Well, I'm Kenitra Egan's. I am the founder and executive director of To You From Us. We are a community based nonprofit in Lancaster, helping all of Southern Dallas County with our mission is to help and serve children and families with resources to break cycles of poverty and become self sufficient through STEM. For us, that's to serve, train, educate, and mentor. And now I'm going to bring it to my wonderful, beautiful co host, Brenda.
well, hello, everyone. My name is Brenda Tutt, and I am the CEO founder of Elements of Life, where we empower and uplift teenage girls through self care, financial literacy, as well as creative writing and publishing, as well as we are a safe place for women who have experienced child loss, where we help them through grief and through financial things they may need, costs of funerals and such things like that. And lastly, through gun violence, we do a lot of gun violence awareness in the community because I did lose my son at age 16 due to gun violence.
That's so sad. Definitely prayers and hearts goes out to you or anybody dealing with grief itself.
Yes,
Losing a loved one isn't easy, and they say time gets better, but we all also know that sometimes that time can be a time, right?
correct, correct.
Right, right. And I'll tell you guys about Agape Global. Agape Global is a 501c3 established in 2018. We are an organization that looks to fill in the gaps for resources, whether it be community needs, whether it be individual needs, whether it be family needs. We also host programs, mentorship for boys and girls starting at 8 all the way up to 18. And I'll also have a plethora of programs that will be aids to children ages 5 through 18 as well. Yes, yes, yes. So let's get going. So we all have had a busy day today. Miss Kanitra, you want to tell us what you done today, girl?
Absolutely. So, actually, I'm just making it back from an amazing um, event with our mentees. We mentor some of the high school students at Lancaster High School, and so it's through our Sister to Sister program. And so we had a banquet for them today,
Nice.
recognizing our beautiful, beautiful young ladies. Several are graduating. One is actually the valedictorian this year,
Oh my
so
That's
God. That's
nice.
they
what's
were
up.
able to get their awards not only for participating in Sister to Sister, but service awards for community service, showing up, being there. Sometimes you just got to show up, right?
Yeah.
And they were able to get their cords, the seniors. So it was beautiful. And so definitely, definitely thankful for Miss Dawson and her amazing work with our young ladies. So yeah, that's hey, that was my day.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey. I love
Sounds
it. I
good and
love it.
productive and busy, but good.
What about you,
Brenda?
Miss
No,
Brenda?
you, Ashley, I look,
Oh,
I've been trying
okay.
to get things together and prepare for today. So y'all were the ones too busy. I'm jealous. I said, hey, I need to get to getting today, huh?
So we actually have launched another nonprofit as well. Me and the other president, we launched another nonprofit called Bridging the Impact Nonprofit Council. And what this
Okay.
council is doing is bringing all nonprofits of the North Texas area and surrounding areas together. So therefore, we can come and collaborate together. So
Mm,
therefore, we know what are the needs of nonprofits, what are they missing, how can we all come together to partner? How can we write grants? How could we collaborate on grants? Just filling in the gaps for nonprofits that are missing because a lot of information, and I stated this earlier, a lot of information is out there we don't know about. We
mhm.
as
Oh, yeah.
nonprofits don't know about it. And it's like, okay, let's build something that we can all capitalize off of and say, hey, maybe I can share this with somebody that's looking to build a nonprofit. Maybe I can share this with somebody that's looking to, restart their nonprofit. Who knows, right? So this is what that meeting was about. And I also keep y'all in the loop of the next meeting and everything, because definitely want you all to be a part of it as well.
Absolutely. And I think that is so key right now, especially for nonprofits, because um, we all know the state of emergency that we are in, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so the pond is there. It's just gotten um, there's just so many more people there, and so the way to it is actually collaboration. And
Yes.
for the life of me, I don't understand why some people are just, they don't want to collaborate. I'm like,
Nope.
what is
Right.
it? But then you know what? That's all right, because basically that's, that we're not in alignment. I mean,
Right.
because if
We'll
that, if,
find the
if
ones that
you're
are
worried
in
about
line with.
collabing and partnering, then you're not the
Mm-hmm.
right partner.
That
So
part.
Right.
but that's
That
another
part.
topic for another day, or maybe today. So who
You
knows?
know, however the boat flow, right?
Right. Right. Yes. Definitely
Definitely.
chiming in on Ashley's her meeting that she had today. It was so good. It was so many people, so many women in there that have nonprofits, all experiencing kind of the same problems, but willing and ready to collaborate with each other and
Absolutely.
say, what's the end goal? What are we gonna do? And there
Mhm.
was people in there that said, hey, I work, I do things, and it's money to be given to those nonprofits, the grassroots, the ones who don't get the attention because the ones before us have taken advantage of it. So now it's super hard for us to get out there and get the money and get the grants to be able to actually give back to the community, because most of us all are doing it out of our homes. We're
Mhm.
using our own money, but because
Mhm.
we still have the vision, we have the passion, it doesn't matter. We do whatever it takes, because ultimately, if it's just one person we impact, then we're happy
Yeah.
that, okay, I got
Definitely.
that
Yep.
person. Because if that's your true feeling, your heart, where your mind and your body, your spirit is, you're going to be okay knowing that, hey, I reached one person today. That's one
That
person
part.
more that didn't get to reap the benefits of what I have to give. So
Absolutely.
I enjoyed that
Amen,
meeting.
somebody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amen, somebody. And this is one thing I stated, and it sticks with me. Community just don't have one person in it.
It sure doesn't. It takes a
So
village.
A
it
village,
takes a
correct.
village. If
It
I'm
definitely
speaking
takes a
on
village.
speaking
A
on
village that
impact, if I'm
knows that.
speaking on community, I'm sorry, Brenda, what you say?
No, I'm just saying the village that understands that, because you can
And
have a village, but it has to be the village that knows the vision.
and
That is
what's our name? The village that
The
what?
village
the
speaks.
village that speaks.
Oh, okay.
We are the village.
Okay. What we doing? We speaking
We
on this
speaking
stuff.
on it.
Time
Yes.
cut out right now. Come on, somebody. But
Yeah.
no, we have to come together as a whole, because if we are the nonprofit community, it ain't just one nonprofit. I don't care if
That's
we're
right.
doing the same thing. Guess what? We still impacting.
Correct.
Still impacting. And so as we further along in our upcoming episodes, this is what y'all will hear. Like what's going on in the community of nonprofits, right?
Right.
We could say it's ghetto in these streets if we be honest, right? And
Yeah.
that's gonna be a topic we talk about. Everybody think, oh, they got a nonprofit, so they got some money.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Show me where it's
And can I
at.
can I
Show
Please.
me.
can I dispel that myth right now? Because you are
Please
so
do.
right. You
Go
Right.
got a
ahead.
nonprofit. Oh, baby, you getting them grants. And I'm like, where,
Mm,
where, where they do that at?
Like
Because
for
that was not my reality. Okay.
but you go in thinking that you're thinking, oh my God, I got the vision. I'm about to do it. Let me do the grants. No, the
hmm.
easiest part is the idea.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
manifesting the idea and it coming to paper or to life. And then the
Yeah.
real work is really keeping it going and still having the fight in you, because sometimes you get discouraged because you're like, what am I going to do? I need to keep pushing. I want to give back to the community. And when you
Mm-hmm.
don't get the funding or you don't get that grant, or you're like, well, I mean, was it really what I needed to be doing? So you have to keep going back to the drawing board and
Well,
getting
I
attached
think
to people who help.
as long as we keep the mission at the forefront, then all things are going to work out. For me, we did an event the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact. We did the Black Men's Wellness
Nice.
event in Dallas, and when I tell you, it was amazing. I didn't necessarily know where we were going to fit in, because that's not necessarily our demographic. But then again, we work with children and families, and guess what? Children and families have fathers. Their fathers need, all of this information. So I'm like, yeah, let me at least go out. And when I tell you, we met some of the most dopest, some of the most amazing
Wow.
people, organizations. And it's just like, wow, just show up and just keep
Mm-hmm.
doing what you're supposed to do. Keep your mission there, making sure you are passionate and making sure you are ready when someone comes
Yes.
with an opportunity. Because
Right.
opportunity potentially came yesterday. And so I'm excited about what may be
Come
That's
down the
on
good.
now.
pipeline.
Yeah.
Come
Just
on
for
now.
showing
Good.
up.
Okay.
So
Just showing up. And I was just telling my president of the nonprofit, I was telling her, I said, you know what? I thank God because he's shifting me into a different season where I am gonna have my weekends because my current work, well, about to be ending the work schedule, but my current work schedule now is from Tuesday to Saturday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I
Mm.
ain't had time to show up nowhere.
right.
No.
Sundays
At
is some
work.
people Sabbath or some people at work, and then
Mm.
Monday people in the children in school, this, that, and the third. So it's just like okay. So now, and I was just telling her, I said, man, I'm gonna be every weekend almost at least 3 times out of month. I'm gonna be at somebody event. I'm gonna be showing up and collaborating, networking, whatever. And even if
Absolutely.
it's even, and here's the thing, man. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Here's the
That's
thing,
see?
even if it's going to volunteer. We ain't
That's
got to be
right.
out there, but I'm this and I got this and I got that. No, just show up.
Just
Yes.
Just go
show
and
up.
I would
volunteer.
do it.
You never know who you're meeting just by
Yeah.
you just coming to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's
Right.
what we got to have, that humility. And having a nonprofit, you got to have some type of humility now.
You definitely have to have that.
You really have to
Definitely.
have some type of humility when it comes to serving, because that's what we're doing. We're serving. And going back to the whole just showing up, just show up. Sign up as a volunteer. Even if it's a run and you don't run, walk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're just a part.
Walk,
You're
Just
showing
show
your
up.
face.
crawl,
You're being
jog.
Yeah.
being to community support. Right.
That's it. We got to have that, man. That's what I love about this platform that we've created right now, ladies, because of the fact that hey, we're hitting on topics, we're doing things, and even we'll be announcing events for other collaborations, and even having those
Mhm.
guests come up, um, disclosing what they got going on. How can we help? What can we do more of? What could we do less of? Right.
Right.
So shout out to EJ for this magnificent,
Yes, this idea.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Big
saw it.
time.
He saw the vision,
EJ.
and he definitely brought us together, and we meshed immediately. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
definitely alignment. So we're definitely excited.
And just to think about y'all, like this just Texas.
This
This is
just
just Texas.
so
Mhm.
imagine
How many more
where it
states
will
we got to
be.
go? We ain't even got to be in the states. We could be out of the country. The
Yes.
nonprofit not only in America,
No.
That's
you
right.
know,
That's right.
If
and
you have
so
gotta have that expansion in mind to think,
that's
hey,
it. That's
we
it.
definitely have that.
Especially with the missions over there in Africa,
Yeah,
things of that stuff. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure their operations is probably totally different from our operations.
for sure.
Probably.
I don't know if
Not
they
so much.
even have that
I'm
kind of freedom. We all live there. Sometimes they are actually freer than we think. We think we free, and they have
mm,
Oh, okay.
freedom to be able to spread and do more things, more mission work within their country versus
mm,
us.
And that just let us know what we're doing is what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Oh, I might. Oh,
gotcha.
wait a minute. I thought I did. I'm tripping. Big time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I did.
You
Okay,
got
I
it.
did.
Okay.
Also know that
Oh,
sometimes
yes.
that
Oop. Just gotta. So I guess you know what, we got time. Y'all,
what
you want to talk about the statistics? Because I think we still got a
we
little bit of time.
can,
We
we
have time.
can. Let
Because
me
I know
pull them
that's a
up.
good thing. I know when we spoke last, Kanisha was talking about how many nonprofits are in this area right now. And you said, what is it, 48,000 nonprofits, Kanisha?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Woo! And
ma'am.
to think that we only know a handful because we just see a little bit because everybody's not really on social media. We don't know what they're
Hmm.
doing. It's just the ones that are registered with the
Mhm.
state of Texas or United States, whatever, just knowing that they have it. But to think 48,000 nonprofits
That's
and
a lot.
That is a lot.
That is
And
a
to not
lot.
know, we probably can't say we know 1,000. We probably can't say we know more than about maybe
I don't even know.
handful. You
I can't
know,
even say I know 50.
that's what I was about to say. It's like it's probably real small, maybe a handful that you really know and you see them in the community because oftentimes it's so much going on social media, kind of like swamps and devours everything. So you really can't see other than what you're looking for. It's not just out there for you to find out. And I don't know, do they even list that where you could find out where nonprofits are and things like that?
There are some type of platforms where you can see the actual, like for instance, GodStar, right? GodStar will show you, like, if you go to GodStar, you type in nonprofits or you type in Dallas, say for Dallas, it'll
Mhm.
show you majority of all the nonprofits in Dallas if
Okay.
they're registered. If they're registered with GodStar, it's either
Okay.
GodStar or Candidate. It's one
Okay.
of the two that will do it for sure.
Okay.
Sure will, sure will. So if you haven't signed up for it, go sign up for it
Nah, start so
and
you
post it on your website too.
okay.
That's a nice emblem.
Okay. That's good.
Sure is, sure is. Definitely. But I'm still stuck on this number.
Yes.
48,000.
That's a big number.
A lot. It's
And
a
So
lot.
can y'all imagine if they're all applying for grants? We up against 48,000 folks.
That's
right.
why I said that
You
And you
part.
know?
got to be the elite. It's like you got to be the elite. How the people are trying to get into the NFL and all that is a handful. We're in the same race, but um, I think, like you said, collaboration is everything. If people choose to collaborate and say, "Hey, you know what? Let's come together. You
Yeah.
got this, I got this. Let's do it. We can make this work together. We can reach more people that way." Oftentimes, we
Absolutely.
always talk about the gatekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody wants to share what they're
Mm-hmm.
doing because they want it for themselves and not really want to share and say, hey, we can reach more people if we come together with the same vision or even different visions, but we still serving the same purpose, the community, because that's
Yes.
ultimately
My
what
thing is, if we just need to, like, I think it's an ego thing sometimes. It could be an ignorance thing sometimes too. You
Come
just
on now.
don't know.
mm,
But at the end of the day, that's how people are. That's how some of these bigger corporations are making it happen, or these bigger nonprofits are making it happen. They are collaborating. They are finding gaps and fulfilling those gaps with others, and not duplicating the same thing over and over again. Because honestly, think about it, y'all. When we started, and again, we are still kind of new to the game. We've only been in existence since 2021, so I call myself a toddler in this nonprofit world. But
me too.
um,
Actually, the one got the
okay,
years, got the years.
I promise you, it was like when we started, there was it was during COVID, so it was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of things happening. We did a back to school event because nobody was doing it, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
that no one had done it before, it's just that at this particular time, nobody was. So we did a back to school event. I mean, it was huge because everybody needed it at that moment and nobody was doing it. When I tell you now, everywhere I turn, there's a back to school event. It's probably 4 or 5 in your neighborhood all at the same time. And I'm like, whoa, what we doing? What we
Yep.
doing? How about
Yep.
we just get one big one in
One
this
big
region, or if you want to
yes.
do it in every sector of the that's perfect. But why are we having all these 4 and 5 and 6 and 10, 12 back to school events all at the same time?
Because
And
everybody
what's
wanna work in.
happening is people are going from this one to that one
Uh-huh.
to this
Uh-huh.
one to that one to this one.
Right.
And
Put it all
my
together.
thing is, what about the family who truly needed it? And now they have nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot. I be thinking about a lot of stuff. So I don't know what do you ladies take on this?
Go for it, Brenda.
I think that it probably would be better, like you said, if we're collaborating. We, like you said, we have a database, something where we're linked together to know, like, this person is coming to this, and this. How can we serve that family and make sure that other families are taken care of? Which really helps with collaboration, where we're knowing what's going on, saying, hey, we're going to have an event this time. What do you want to do? You want to bring this? How are we going to serve the community where it's beneficial to everyone?
Absolutely.
instead of just one family who's going to each event and getting everything. And like you said, how do you know who's not getting it until you meet the family that does come and say, oh my God, we're late, or we didn't get to get it. I went to this
Hmm.
one and I didn't get anything. And I went to that one, there's nothing else left. But then you remember because you're seeing a person. You're like, I saw them at that
Hmm.
event because you are helping and volunteering at another event and you see that, which you don't want to take away from them, but you
Right.
want to also want it to be fair and
Hmm.
know that, hey, we're helping you, but let's be mindful of the other people that need to be helped.
Everybody is hurting. Everybody, well, not hurting, but everybody,
Mhm.
may need some assistance.
For
And
sure.
so,
Yeah.
don't be greedy, y'all.
And
It's
that's what
a
I was
lot of getting
running
greedy.
into, y'all. Like in Houston, I was trying to collaborate with multiple organizations um and I gotta just say organizations and nonprofits and things of that such. And what I would see it would be certain group that go and call Keisha, Tisha, Lil Bookie, everybody, y'all come up here, get this
They got other
stuff,
stuff right. Meanwhile, they probably don't even need it. They
come
just
get
want
this
to get it.
stuff, and we gonna sell it. I
Mm.
had a donor at one point in time, y'all. No lie. I had a donor. She gave me probably, I want to say, over 50 pairs of different heels and boots and stuff. I'm talking about nice. If I could have wore it, I would have kept some of it, but I couldn't. But but she had some beautiful shoes, y'all. When I tell y'all, so people were coming up. Oh, how much these is? I said, well, they're free. What size you got? I let them know the size. Oh, I can't wear that, but I'm gonna get it for such and such. Like they know, I know they can wear it. And I'm looking like, okay.
Right.
So what I
You know,
started doing, because I had a surplus of it, right? So what I started doing is, hey, the person got to be present. You got to try the shoe on, and you can have it if you can fit it,
right.
and go from there. But going back just to haul back in on, they showing up to every event, and I was trying to think like, what kind of system could be created to track the people that you're serving,
Mm.
right? And then also thinking too, a lot of people be like, oh, they just trying to track me. They trying to get my information.
No.
And it's like, no, we just want to make sure we're able to serve you and others too.
Yeah.
Right.
You
And it's
know?
also good for our numbers. We need to know who's doing, what's happening.
You
That's
really
how
helping
we
them.
are able to justify going after a grant or,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And they
anything.
were
So
actually
that it
helping. Like
checks and balances.
yeah, because
So
it defeats the purpose if we don't know that we're helping. Because if, like you said, if they keep coming back, are we really
Are
servicing
we
you?
truly
Like you
exactly?
said, are we truly even
Are you
helping you?
truly
Because you
helping?
keep coming back every year.
yeah,
Our point is to help you, to elevate you, to make you grow and be better. So if you keep coming back every year, it's a disconnect somewhere. So we might
That
need to dig a
is
little deeper and see like what else may you need in order to
absolutely.
thrive.
you
So
hitting on something. You just said something, brother. You said I need to see where I can help you at if it's a disconnect because you're coming back every year. That's where our nonprofits come in and say, let me go over
right,
here and let me refer you to this partner and nonprofit that have these services that you're looking for. You see,
right,
this
right.
is why impact is needed. The council is needed. Like we need one another because working at the shelter I work at, it's only a certain few um resources that they give out just based off the shelter wise. But some
Mm,
people that's coming to that shelter don't need the same thing. So if
right.
you need housing and you willing to pay $700-800, what are those transitional houses that have that are nonprofits? What are those AA programs that are free if they don't have insurance? And
Right.
where are these different programs and stuff that people are offering through their nonprofits? So they say, right?
Mhm. Right.
Where are they? So now we could share, like, hey, here you go over here. And
That's
then once you
right.
go after that, once you finish that program, hey, I got somebody else for you. Oh,
Right.
you need some more clothes for your interview? Guess what? I got this other nonprofit. I think it's called Dress for Success. They
Mhm.
provide you those clothes for those
Right.
interviews. Oh, you need
Right.
a bus pass to get to the interview? Oh, I got you. I can take you over here to, it's just
Right.
that
It's having the connection.
ongoing,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Knowing because we can't do it all,
Exactly.
even though we want to, we gotta have other people that have resources to say, hey, this is what we can do. But I know
Yeah.
these other people, like you're saying, I know these people who can provide you the bus pass or provide you the clothes or provide you somewhere to live or anything. Or even if
Right.
it's with going to school, it's so many things you just
Oh,
have to know. And if they're not sharing it and giving it to you, how do you know? So it's
yeah.
like the hands are tied. So you're like,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna try to do what I can, and then
Hmm.
boom, there comes the repeat. We see you every year because
Yeah.
we're really not helping you. We're just kind
Mm-hmm.
of putting a band-aid
Yeah.
That's
on
right.
the wound.
We
And
don't
so
want
it's
the
gonna open
handicap.
back up because that band-aid gonna come off. You're gonna
Uh-huh.
get another one. And the wound gonna still be there. So what's the
Hmm.
purpose of doing that?
Hmm. That's it.
We
That's
need to
it.
have that in mind.
That's it right there. That's it. And then to add on to what you just said too, Brenda. Um, Once we get those resources online, how can we make sure that it's sustainable for them?
Yes.
How
Yeah.
can we make sure it's sustainable, not just, hey, oh, go get your haircut.
Yeah.
Okay, but they got a job, and don't get me wrong,
Teach them.
you got to teach because some of them don't even know life etiquette
Haven't even been
skills.
taught it. Yes, and
Right.
that's where the nonprofits come in. Where if you know financial literacy, hey, I'm gonna show you how to budget. This is
Mm-hmm.
how what budgeting looks like. This is how
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be able to okay to maintain if we get you somewhere to live. After
Right.
what I hear, are you gonna still have the mentality to still do the work?
Right.
Because we can
Right.
give it out to you and put it on the platter, but if they don't know how to apply it, then how's it gonna work? And we have to be the advocates to know, like, we see it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they need a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more. Like, talk to me. Let me see what you need, and then try to meet them where they are to be able
Mm-hmm.
to implement that and make that a way of living. So, like, of course, we said we don't have to see you again, or when we do see you again, it's because you want to come and say thank you, or you want
Mm-hmm.
to come and volunteer, and you want to say
Oh,
Volunteer.
okay.
how did
Yeah.
for
Absolutely.
me
Yeah.
Yep.
has
I was
me
gonna
here
say
because I
the
know I lived that life. I went through some programs growing up in my young adult years, being in an abusive relationship, and it was a program, the Dr. Family program, that helped me to learn how to budget. From that day on, being in that 2 year program, I learned how to budget, and I get mad because I have to budget because it's still right there because it's
Yeah.
in my mind to budget. I'm like, you have to
You
budget. You
have
have to
to.
be self sufficient. You got to handle it. And once it's there and you want to do it, because that's another thing, they gotta want to do it.
They
Yeah, I
got
was
to.
gonna
I can
say
tell
that was
you every
gonna
day
be
all
another
day,
thing.
but if that's not what's in your heart and you don't want to change, you don't want to do better, then it's not gonna be for you. So we help
It's not
those who
because we
want
could
to
want
be
it
helped,
all day long for
and we can
them,
see it for them. We
and
can
we
see
could
it.
try. You what they say, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them
Can't
drink.
make them drink it. Yep.
We can
Yep.
Right,
try all
right,
day long, but hey,
right.
they have to be the ones. And so that's what we work on too, is trying to change mindsets because it's a number. It's the I mean, there's a lot of things going on. People are dealing with trauma they don't even realize.
Mm-hmm.
And it's affecting them in so many different ways in their
Yes.
lives. And so, because it's manifesting in different ways, but
Mm-hmm.
that's again, we as nonprofits, we got to make sure that we are vigilant and making sure that we doing what we need to do to
Yeah.
help.
To help.
'Cause again, at the end of the day, we don't want to be a hindrance, we don't want to handicap, we want to make
Right.
sure that you elevate and that you are able to come back as a volunteer, or maybe now
Mm-hmm.
you're able to come on and be a staff member, or
Right,
an ambassador,
right.
Mm-hmm.
so what are we
Mm-hmm.
doing truly to help? So
For
yeah.
sure. Definitely that. It's a lot of full circle moments because when I volunteer at the shelter, and when I talked to the lady and I set up for it, I told her, I said, ma'am, years ago, I stayed in this shelter with
Mm,
my babies. And here I
mm,
am able to come back and give back to the
mm.
shelter because I know how it is to not have anywhere to go. And you have your kids and you're
Yeah.
still going on with life, going to work. Nobody knows you're living in a shelter. Nobody
Mm,
knows that you're being abused at home. Nobody knows any of the things. You're just going on with life and you don't say anything. And so I was like, for me to be able to come back and be able to give back to here, it means everything. And I
That's a
often
that's
blessing.
say,
right.
and those they said those make the best volunteers, people who have lived it and come back and say, I
That's right.
overcame that. And that's what in my early 20s. And here I am, in my 40s, being able to do that. And it just gives me joy when I'm able to just give back and see that and see others and let them see that it doesn't have to be that way. Right now, you don't see a way out. You don't see it being different. But here I am. I was you. And here I am here talking to you. And you get to see that things can change. You just have to take the
That's
step,
right.
take
That's
the
right.
initiative, and want to do something different. So I love it.
Mm.
Absolutely. I love the story. I love how you were able to overcome and not just, survive, but thrive,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so,
yeah.
yeah,
Because people say, "Oh, I'm a survivor." It's more than that than surviving. Because surviving may be scratching and surviving, as they
So
say.
good.
You know, really be the
So
true
good.
surviving. You're like, I'm trying to still figure it out, but like you said, thriving on top of that makes it all that better.
absolutely.
So I
Hmm.
love
Hey, yeah, I want to take a moment just to thank Leon Lamont for tuning in and commenting. He was saying that he was in agreement to what we were saying about, how to be sustainable, and they have to be sustainable.
Hmm.
That's definitely what we're doing as nonprofit leaders too. And this is what this platform as well is going to help other nonprofit leaders or startup nonprofits, future nonprofit leaders. Hey, let's teach them how to be sustainable.
that. Right,
Teach them how to be that voice for what they truly believe in, what their hearts are, right?
right.
And it's definitely, again, I can't stress this enough. I feel like I've been saying this all day. We are needed.
We
We
are.
are needed.
We
We
are
we are needed
needed.
because we see it every day, and
Yeah.
it was put on our heart. That's how we know it's needed because
Mm-hmm.
we see that we have that gift to say, you know what, I want to give back. I see the need.
Yeah.
What can I do to bridge the gap and just give back? So we're that.
So yeah, and I wanted to also, and I was just thinking about this too. We used to host a lot of community baby showers, in Houston, and each year it'll be a each year thing. Each year I would see the same person pregnant, and I'd be like, "Girl, you pregnant again?
You're like,
And you back
what?
over here?"
Right,
And
but no, you're like, no.
I was like, "No, wait a minute," and that goes back to saying, "Okay, instead of you coming here every year for resources, what can we do to help you get out this situation?"
Right,
Right.
a
You know
cycle.
what I'm saying?
That's definitely a cycle. Something's taking place.
I ain't finna take where I'm finna take it to, but never mind.
Go ahead. Look, I'm all ears.
Child,
Yeah, you're like,
close them
no,
legs. Something got to happen there.
something.
You
And
know?
let's talk about it. Let's
Yeah,
talk about it. Let's be real about it. And let's see what we can do to help you because the struggle is not exciting at all.
that's true.
It
That's
becomes
true.
wearisome and it takes a mental toll, physical toll, all of that. And mm-mm. So being that person, say, hey, what's going on? What's deep?
Right.
Hmm.
Let's see what we can do because I know
Help
this
me.
is probably not what you want either. So
Help me
let me
help
help
you a
you.
little bit.
Right, let
Amen.
me help you because no, I can't sit back and watch you do this to yourself. So
Yes, yes,
I definitely
yes.
want a baby every year.
Not every year.
Y'all.
Okay, mine
I
straight
hear
up. I
you.
feel like
We gotta be changing some things. What's going on? We
we
need
need
Mm.
to
different
get you to
outcomes,
the birth.
okay?
We need to get you to the birth control people.
Oh, here holding the baby that she was pregnant with when I first met her. Now she pregnant again. Like, come on, now, girl.
Yeah, like we gotta do something different. But it's the
Yeah.
heart that you see that and you remember, like, I remember you. What's going
Yes.
on? And then, like you said, ultimately they just have to be open to receive,
Hmm.
what you're seeing and saying, hey, what do you need? Like, what do you need from me? What
And I think
what
too,
would it take?
I
Go
think too, what we have to make sure that we understand is that not everybody is in a some people have to feel safe. They have to feel, that they
ahead.
gotta trust you. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
don't like the trust factor. Yes, I'm coming here, you're giving me some resources, but are you truly here to help me? Like, do you care about what I'm going through? Because unfortunately, there have been times where people go places and the staff is nasty, or
Woo, talk about that.
so
Right.
so if I'm coming already in a state of vulnerability, and then I meet someone who is there supposedly to help me, and this is the treatment that I get, if I thought about even sharing, I'm going to pull back, and I'm not
Hmm.
going to. So we have to also keep that in mind and make sure that we
You're
are
welcome.
people,
Mhm.
to let them know. A lot of us, I know for me, we have volunteer staff, but we have to make sure that you have the heart to do what we're doing, because you're going to meet some people in some places that they don't necessarily want to be.
Yeah.
This is
But
true.
you maintain your composure and you maintain your level of professionalism, so that when you're dealing with someone who may be going through something, you
Mm-hmm.
are in tune. You can say, okay, you know what? I think you might want to talk to this person here, and let's see about what we can do. Because
Right.
Yeah.
also, when we are sometimes the counselors, we are sometimes the people that they feel confident or comfortable talking to.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Um, but we have to make sure that, so it's a lot that we have to manage and maintain.
Yes, yes, because they definitely have to be vulnerable and trust us. Like you said, be
Absolutely.
safe. And we want that. We want that because we deal with it ourselves, just being in the nonprofit world of
Oh
people that
yeah.
aren't very welcoming and have nasty spirits. And you're like, how are you giving to the community? And this is
Oof.
how you acting. So,
Yeah.
what's your vision again? What are you
People are
doing?
watching, okay? They
Yes.
are watching.
And
So,
So,
I share this, y'all. Like over the years, just serving the unsheltered community, I've had organizations and partnerships that come out, and when I tell you they will have the nastiest attitudes, and I'd be like, you know what? No, I don't want to serve you no more because these are the most vulnerable people here.
yes,
And
yes.
you telling them they gotta get what you gotta get, what you what I gotta don't get it. What?
whew,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
Oh no, baby, you represent Agape Global. You not no, we don't do that over here. This guy
No, no,
unconditional
and
love
no.
over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
So, and that's another thing. Even collaboration is good and partnership is good, but all partnership ain't good.
Oh,
Right.
baby, you better tell
Said
what
that.
they say. All money ain't good money, baby. All
Correct.
partnerships ain't good
Good
That
partnerships.
part.
partnership.
You gotta
You gotta be
understand
doing
and
some
know.
interviews and seeing, like, hey,
Okay.
what do you want to give? Because, like you
Yeah.
said, we're dealing with the most vulnerable people, the most
Mm-hmm.
influential people, from
Yeah.
teenagers to, like you said, unsheltered, mental health, anything. And you got to know, you got to have a heart that is
Mm-hmm.
understanding, and you're transparent, and you can see that, and you know
Mm-hmm.
that. And some people, like you said, some people just do it for the money. It's not really because that's where their heart is. And that's where the disconnect, and then you lose trust because people say, "Oh, they just want the money. They don't want this. They don't
Mm-hmm.
want that. They don't really care." And
Yeah.
then the ones who really do care, they get pushed to the wayside because we're all grouped together. As
Mm-hmm.
like you said, nonprofits got the money. They just trying to do something.
Do
And you're
something
like,
else with
no,
it.
it takes money to run nonprofits. It takes volunteers to run nonprofits. You can't be the only person running your nonprofit. You got to have people, like-minded people, to be with you and walk beside you
Absolutely.
to be able to,
Absolutely.
manifest that. So, mhm.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. We done elaborated on some good topics here, ladies,
Okay.
tonight. Listen.
So good.
It's
So what we gonna do?
definitely, definitely. Well, hopefully y'all are been tuning in and heard some great takeaways, and we looking forward to bringing you more interesting topics, ideas, suggestions, collaborations, partnerships, all that good stuff
All the
from the
Yes.
good things.
village
And
that
then
speaks.
look, we want to hear from you. Tell us some things y'all want us
Find
to
out
talk
things y'all
about.
need to, right,
Yeah.
talk about it. You
Okay.
need to
What
know.
you want to know?
Yeah, because we're definitely gonna tell you all how to start from the beginning to the end and get things going. And things like you said that we didn't know, that we needed
Mm-hmm.
to know,
Mm-hmm.
that now we do know, and for us to be able to share with you, to keep you from, maybe helping you from not having to go through all that and have a better
Absolutely.
outcome versus
Absolutely.
trying to get it from the mud.
Hmm. We ain't, you shouldn't have to get it from the mud if we done already been there. Okay.
Listen now.
Correct. I
Listen.
totally agree, right? Like
We
you're already been
breaking
there.
that curse. We
To,
breaking that
hey,
generational
to
curses
that,
now.
right?
Okay.
If they think hard work you shouldn't have to. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to. But if you get the tools that you need off the muscle, then it makes it a whole lot better. A whole
That
lot.
part.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Well, I guess until next time, y'all. The village speaks.
The village
All right.
speaks.
The village speaks. Y'all have a good evening.
Have a good evening, y'all.
See y'all later.